All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's another fun stream. This is Mr. Mitchell. All right. Everybody. We're back here on the ARK. Surviving and thriving. We're going to be, we got a little bit of a storage set up the other day. And we were able to cook up some food. It's all spoiled now. But we're not going to let that go to waste because we're going to use that spoiled food to make narcs to tame up some animals. And I just need to make a mortar and pestle to do that. So we can grind up the stuff. So let's see what I need to make that. So we are going to need 15 hide and 65 stone. The hide's the hard part to come by. We're going to have to go out and take out some critters. Let me just see what we've got in here. I don't remember from the... Oh, we do have hide. I've already taken out a few critters. And I'm going to need some stone. And with that, I can make a mortar and pestle. So we're going to get one of those rolling. Hope everybody's doing well. Enjoying this week. It's a hot day out there. Got to go out later and do some work. Alright. Looks like I've leveled up a couple times just from hanging out in the world. So I'm going to put a couple points. I'm going to put a point into... Actually, I'm going to put my points into weight right now just so I can carry more stuff. So that as I'm harvesting, I'm going to be able to carry more stuff back to the base here. This is just a temporary little platform. Okay, I need to put the spoiled meat in there, and I need to mix narco berries with it. Where were the berries? I think I put all the food in here. So this is the server that we play on. This server is running all the time, so it's been a week since I've been on here, which means it's been 14 days of game time. There's about 2 days of game time for every real day. And I'm all out of berries. So we need to go get some berries. Just checking some of my inventory here. Seeing what I got going on. Okay, we're going to need to harvest some berries. Boy, I would love to have that Triceratops right there, because he could really help me harvest some berries. But I need the narcotics to knock him out. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to knock him out with a club over the head. That's just not as good. This turtle's just hanging out. Checking out what I'm doing here, obviously. We're going to need lots of narco berries, so I'm just going to go around, clean these up. I cleared some of the trees out around the area where we're going to build our base. And I started building some stone platforms right over here. So this is going to be a tower. It's going to go up to the second floor up there on top of that rock, because that'll just be a safer place to keep our more important things. I don't think I can break these rocks. They are safe to build on. Yep. If I can build up on them. If not, we'll figure some things out. I'll put pillars around it. for a base. But it's going to be safer to live up there, out of reach of dangerous things like sarcos and capros, which are basically dinosaur versions of alligators and crocodiles. So we'll want to be up a little higher. That or put walls out around the island. It's going to be easier to build up there once I can get up there. So I'm going to build a spiral staircase from this platform here up. And then I'll build out from this and make a stone base out here too. This will be more of the area where we keep our dinosaur pets. And then up there is where we're going to have kind of the place we live in our workshop, where we're going to have all of our machinery and stuff like that. But for now, we've got this little platform, and this will do. This is a fairly safe location on the map, just so you can kind of see where I'm at on the island. This little peninsula right here, pretty safe place. I mean, there are gators and stuff that show up here occasionally. There is the occasional raptor that comes through, so we got to be careful of, because it is, you know, connected to the mainland right in that direction. So putting a wall over there and closing that part off would be helpful. I've got water everywhere, so it's not going to be a problem to farm here. As a matter of fact, there's a little pond right back here that I can use for irrigation. So this is awesome right here. I can use this for irrigation to irrigate a greenhouse that I can put somewhere around here, maybe right here. Doesn't have to be very big. Just so we can grow some veggies, because veggies are even better for taming animals than berries in this game. So we just got started last episode. If you haven't watched that, feel free to go back and watch that episode 1.0, where we got started just building the base up. And this is episode 1.1, and we're going to be fleshing it out, getting some machinery rolling. Probably be on for a couple hours today, and then once again later in the week. So I'm going to try and do this about twice a week. Saturdays, weekends are a little more difficult for me because I've got family things going on. But if you let me know like what times are good for you, evenings are also tougher for me, really. So daytimes, any time up to about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm good for streaming. And whatever weekday is best for you guys, let me know, and I'll try and stream that day. Otherwise, just catch the recordings on YouTube and watch them at your leisure. And feel free to send me messages. Matter of fact, I should probably go over and just check my messages, see if anybody has emailed me this week. That would probably be helpful to know if I've got any messages. So we'll check that right now. Let's see. Go to Mr. Mitchell's email. I'm on my new computer, so I gotta sign into everything, of course. There we go. Okay, email right there. Maybe. There we go. So let's see. Any student emails. Okay, I don't see any direct emails from students. We do have a new dean starting next school year. His name will be Mr. Gladden. He's coming from Turner Elementary School, where he was a former teacher, and he's going to be one of our new deans, replacing Miss Setterbo, who retired this year. So there's some news for you. I bet you didn't know. Looks like Max was having a problem with chat on mobile. That is something you're going to have to figure out, Max, because I don't know. That's a good question. We'll have to check that out. Clarence regretted building his PC because he could have joined us on the server. If anyone else wants to join us on the server, feel free. Just send me an email. Let me know that you would like to play on the server. You can log in anytime. You don't have to be on when I'm on. You can play at your leisure. It is a server set up for students for the summer that I'm playing on right now. Clarence, wait, really? Hi, Clarence. Yeah, I was just looking at your old messages. Did you ever get that computer? And yes, you can play on the server. If you'd like to play, I can give you the link. Just let me know. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've got some narcotics mix. So I've got 24 narcotics berries. I'm going to put them in the mortar pestle here with our spoiled meat. And we're going to make this right here. I must learn the engram first. I'm going to come up here to my engrams, come down, find narcotics, learn that. I'm going to go ahead and learn spark powder too. We're going to need that to preserve food and to make gunpowder. And eventually a bed. You're going to have to be a little more specific though, Clarence, on what you're saying wait really about. Alright, we're making a few narcotics. And with that, I'm going to be able to make some tranquilizer darts to knock out the... Oh, where'd he go? He left. The Triceratops escaped. He was stuck in the trees over there. And we'll get him. We'll get him. We just need... how much more do we need here? For every narcotic, I need 1 spoiled meat and 5 narco berries. So I'm going to need a boatload of I need like 200 narco berries. So we're just going to come around here. New Dean, yes, that is correct. Mr. Gladden, do you know him? Did you have him when you were in elementary school? That is the info on the street. That is what I've gotten. Harvest the berries. Harvest the berries. I really need a Stegosaurus or a Triceratops, because they can harvest so many more berries. One swipe of their tail and they'll have harvested all the berries. It's going to take me 15 minutes to do by hand. This is why we want to tame the dinosaurs, because they are so much more powerful. They have special abilities. No, you went to Westside. Okay. Westside's a nice school too. We actually might get over to Westside this year to do some judging for their elementary science fair. So that's something you'll be able to do too. I think I'm getting way down here. I've got way too much stuff on me. Let's head back over to the camp and put this stuff away slowly but surely. I'm running in slow motion. So this week, I've been playing some games. I was playing ARK on my server with my friends, and we tamed some Reapers. If you don't know what those are, it's like the xenomorphs from the Alien movies. we got implanted by the queen, and then the little larva burst out of our chest, and we had to tame it up. So we captured a queen, got implanted. Ooh, I need some water. And then raise the babies up. So it is a process, to say the least. I'm going to put all these berries over here for safekeeping. You can use those to feed animals. The narco berries I'm going to put... I need to get some water real quick before I die of thirst. It's from the Reapers are from the Aberration map, which is from the first expansion. So the order of the maps for the storyline are the island, which is what we're on now, and if we defeat the bosses here, then we go to Scorched Earth, and then from Scorched Earth you move on to Aberration, and then from Aberration you move to Extinction, and then the Genesis DLC is Genesis 1 and 2 after that. There's also some free DLC maps that kind of go in between, but those aren't part of the storyline. So here on the island you find out that, you know, you're a survivor, and this really is just the island here. It's really an ARK that we're on. It's a floating space station that someone in the past has set up as kind of a little place for animals and people to survive and thrive and live on, because something, we don't know what, has happened to the Earth. And then once we defeat the bosses here, we move on to Scorched Earth, and that is an ARK where the AI actually got screwed up and it didn't handle the environment well and turned the entire thing into a desert. So it's really hard to survive there. You're always getting thirsty. It's hard to find water. So it's new challenges in that, where, you know, here on the island we've got plenty of water around us. If I get thirsty, I just run down there and grab a drink. Luckily it's all fresh water, no salt water. Then from Scorched Earth we move on to Aberration. We find out that that ARK was screwed up by the people on it. They realized there was a big shield around the ARK, and they thought it was keeping them prisoners, but they didn't realize it was actually protecting them and maintaining the environment. So they blew up the shield, and now with no bubble kind of protecting it, the sun just literally during the daylight burns everything on the surface. So everybody lives underground on Aberration, down in the caves, and there's even radioactive areas in the caves deep down, and that's where the Reapers are. And then Extinction, from Aberration, one of the characters in the story, Santiago, who's played by Vin Diesel in the new upcoming ARK game that will be coming out next year, his character basically figures out a way to create a tunnel to get to off of the Aberration ARK and down to Earth, and that's the Extinction expansion, where you're actually on Earth. Then you realize Earth was messed up from this stuff called the element, which we use to make our tech gear on this, our high-tech stuff. And some of the tech dinos run on element, but element also kind of screwed up the environment and stuff. So because the Earth was so screwed up, they decided to build a space station, or actually a spaceship, a generation ship that's going to go from Earth way out deep through the universe to find a new planet to live on that's going to be habitable, to start over again. It's going to take all the seeds and DNA and genetic codes of all the different animals it's got in its databanks, including dinosaurs, to this new planet and reseed it. So Genesis 1, you're actually in a simulation where you're being tested whether or not you can get on that ship. And Genesis 2, you're actually on the ship. And that's one of the biggest maps there are. So that's kind of the storyline, just so you know what's going on. Let me take a look here. And our character. So I hope you're having a good summer, Clarence. In the meantime, We got the rain pouring down here. So let's see. I've got some more narcoberry. Let's make some more narcotics because we're going to catch that triceratops before I log off today. So we got to make a lot of narcotics. And then I got to start making, I got to be able to make a crossbow and some arrows so I can make tranquilizer arrows. So the next thing I'm going to need is a crossbow. Let me see what level I have to be. Okay, I'm level 25. I can do that. Then I need to make some arrows. So I need the Ingram for that. I need stone arrows, and then you're going to combine the stone arrows with the narcotics to make trank arrows. Okay, so we're going to start making... We need to make our crossbow. Now, to make our crossbow, we need some metal to do that. And to make our crossbow with the metal, we're going to need a forge to kind of do that. So the next thing we're going to make is a forge. And this is kind of the path you want to go through when you play this game to get yourself moved up technologically and through the game fairly quickly. So as you can see, I started off with basically a campfire and a bed and, you know, some containers. That's about all. The next thing I learned to make were stone foundations and stone walls because that's going to be way stronger than this wood. There are a lot of dinosaurs that can crush wood and thatch, so really I rarely build from those. Usually I'm going to go straight to stone to make a permanent base. So that's what we're going to start working on. But first, I need to be able to get some pets to help me harvest stuff. So, like a triceratops would be nice. So, while I'm making the tranquilizer stuff, I'm also going to be working on making a forge. So, let's look up the forge, the refining forge right there. And the other thing that goes along with it is the smithy. Now, to make the smithy, you're going to need a few pieces of metal. So, you got to make the forge first, and then your smithy. But those two things right there let you make a lot of other things that's going to help kind of push you forward in the game. Okay, to the next level. So we're still at this is all still kind of beginner level stuff. And I've only been playing this particular game for probably 2 or 3 hours of real time. So we're going to go harvest metal. So what you need to do is get your pick. And the other thing we want is a metal pick and a metal axe so we can harvest more of everything. Because these stone tools really don't harvest very much. And we're going to find ourselves some metal. Now there's 2 different ways to get metal. I'm coming up here to take a look around. You can harvest regular rocks like those down below, and you'll get just a little bit of metal out of that, just a few pieces, which is enough to kind of get us started on a forge. But what we really want are metal nodes, and they look like rocks with shiny streaks of gold through them. And I'm just looking to see. I don't remember if there's any here in this area. There might just be regular rocks. But occasionally you'll find 1 or 2. So I'm just kind of taking a look around. I'll almost guarantee there's some up in those woods over on the other side. But we were up there in the first episode, and I was getting whacked by raptors and compies and everything else. So this is a much safer area to work. And I can just as well harvest all these rocks down here. Okay, I'm getting hungry. I need to get some berries just to keep myself from starving while I work. So let me grab some berries. And these blue ones will do for now. So you just put them down on your belt and just press that number 9 button and you eat them up. That right there is a trilobite. We can get a little bit of meat out of them, but they're hard to kill with stone tools. These guys are tough. This is actually a prehistoric animal. Kind of like a horseshoe crab that we would see today on today's beaches. So they'll crawl out of the water and move around. The cool thing is they've got chitin on them, which we are going to use to make one of our first saddles for our pteranodon. We're going to get a flying creature too. We need one of those, and we need a ground creature like a triceratops to help us harvest. I've got a little bit of metal already. We also got oil out of that trilobite, so we'll be able to use that in the forge to make gasoline for the next tier of equipment. And we got some meat. That's really important stuff because we're going to get more food out of that than we are these little berries. I've also leveled up So I'm going to put another point into my weight, get it to 250, and then I'm going to start working on my melee and health a little bit. We need good weight so we can carry a lot of this stuff that we break up. So let's start breaking these rocks, and you notice I get like one piece of metal. Good thing is these rocks will over time respawn, the ones that are not real close to my base. So all these will eventually respawn. We can come back out and harvest them again. Broke my pick, I got to repair it. Have you played this game before, Clarence? Just so I know if I'm just repeating things you know, or if this is brand new to you or what. Alright, let's take some of this stuff back. Stick it in storage and come back out and keep harvesting. Alright, I've got a little bit of, I've got 8 metal so far. That might be enough to get started. Let me put this stuff away. I'm going to get this meat in the fire, and we're going to start cooking it up so we got something to eat. Need a little bit of wood to go in there. Installed on the PS4. Unfortunately, this server works for Xbox and PC, but not PS4. But you could always play on your PS4 and start on the island and come to this location, kind of play along as if you were playing with me. You just be in your own world. Kind of build your own base as I build mine. If you can pull YouTube up at the same time on your phone or something, I guess. That would be fun. Let's see here. So, actually, what I need to do is look at crafting. I need to look at the forge and see what I need. So I'm going to need fiber, flint, hide, stone, wood. I've got all that. Let's just go ahead and make that. Fiber, flint, hide, stone, wood. Bam. We are getting our forge going. Now, before I set this forge down, I'm going to take these foundations here and build them off of my tower over here. And wow, this is heavy stuff. This is really where I'm going to start building my base, right here. Right here. Okay. And I think I'll just stick the forge over in this corner. I can always move it later. I do have a setting on my game so that I can pick stuff up after I've put it down, because this game is a little bit hinky. It does have issues where you go to put something down and you're looking at this spot right here and it puts it over there. And then to go to pick it up, you have to demolish it, which means you just wasted all those materials. And not because you screwed up, but because the game decided to put something where you didn't want it. So I've kind of changed that rule because the game does that so much and it frustrates me. I've just made it so I can walk up to something at any time and pick it up without demolishing it. It saves on materials and saves on frustration. You do have to be careful. If I were to pick this floor foundation up and the forge is sitting on it, when I pick the floor up, it's going to break the forge because the forge was resting on that. So always work top down. Take the things off of the top of something first before you take things from underneath it. This game does work with Steam or Epic. There's no mods, so it works with both versions. So if you do get Steam or Epic, and really, frankly, Clarence, if you have even a low-end computer, this will run on it. You just have to crank the graphics settings down. It won't look pretty and beautiful, but it will work, and you can play. So that's something you could work on, and then once you get it up and running in the next week or so, whenever, however long that takes, you just let me know, and we'll get you in here, and you can help me build the base up. Okay, I'm going to grab some of this meat out of here that's cooked already because I'm getting hungry. I'm going to put that in my number 9 spot, and I'll save the berries for the animals because they love the berries. We've got the forge going. I need to get some wood to put in the forge, and we're going to start cooking our metal up. So I'm going to get a stack of wood and all that metal. Not a lot. There's not a lot there. That's too much wood. I can't move now. Okay, stick the wood in there, stick the metal, light the fire. Okay, that metal will start cooking automatically and turning into ingots. And the first ingots I make, I'm going to use to make the smithy here. Where to go? Am I not seeing it now? Right there is smithy. So we're going to need 20 hide, 5 ingots, and we've got enough cooking. 50 stone, 30 wood. So we're going to be able to make the smithy very quick. And that's going to let us make saddles for our animals. It's going to let us make our... Well, actually, I can start making arrows now. I need flint for those. And I need thatch and fiber. And I can make arrows. I'm going to make a bunch of arrows. I'm just going to make 100. Boom. Cool thing is as I'm making those, I may not need 100 right now, but that's giving me extra experience too. So that's going to level me up a little faster. Alright. Let's stick that in there. I do not need that right now. Okay, I've got 8 more metal there that I put away from last week. So I'm going to go ahead and cook that too. I'm also going to make a preserving box so when we log out today... Oops, I didn't want to put that over there. It stopped making my arrows. Silly man. Let's just make the rest of those real quick. I just wanted to put the metal over there. Cook the rest of it. You get 2 metal out of every ore that you put in, so I'm going to get 4 more, and that'll give me a total of 8 here. And that's going to help me make the smithy. That's what I need. And while that's cooking, I'm just going to go down here and break some more rocks. I really don't want to break these rocks because they create a barrier and keep the animals from the north end from coming down here, especially the raptors and nasty stuff like that. So I'm just going to work down the south part of the island first. I really need the smithy because I really need to make a metal pickaxe because I'm not getting a lot of stuff out of these rocks. I'm only getting like 3 metal. With a metal pickaxe, I'd get about twice that. And if I found a metal node, I would literally get hundreds of metal out of that. Alright. Put this over there. I'm going to make some more stone foundations so I can do more of a floor area here. Okay, there's the 8 that I need to make the smithy, so let's see what I need to do that. So the smithy is, we just need 20 hide and 30 wood. So let me grab that real quick. Stack of wood. Oh, did I go through all the hide? Wow. No way. Oh, there it is. I was going to say I had like 130. Alright. Cool. Alright, so we got our smithy. I'm going to put that down here so I can set it out. I'm going to put it next to the forge because a lot of the stuff I need is going to be working between these two. Actually, I need to, you know what? Let me borrow this foundation right here. Need to leave a little room between them because I'm going to put, I want at least 3 forges running eventually because I'm going to be cooking a lot of stuff here eventually. So I'm going to put 3 forges here and maybe even 2 smithies here. So for now, I'm just going to get 1 smithy and put it over in this corner. It's just less moving stuff around later. Plan it out a little bit. Make it your place. Okay, and then I can put another smithy here, a couple forges here, some storage in between, and now we got our little workshop going right here. Eventually I want the workshop up there, but we're not going to get up there today. Alright, weapons. Primitive weapons, melee. Okay, we just have the sword in there right now, but I need... So I'm going to need the recipes for the metal pick and the metal axe. Because we will need those. You know what? Just put axe. My bad, it's called hatchet. Maybe. There it is. Metal hatchet, level 20. Okay, and then pick. Level 20. There we go. Got both of those we can make now. So if I look in here, weapons, I believe it's melee. We're going to need 1 metal for that and 8 metal for the axe. Whoo! Okay, so we're going to get this because this will let us get a lot more metal just having that. So 1 ingot, 10 hide. So I'm going to put the hide over here. What else did I need? 1 wood. I'm just going to throw all this wood over here. We'll use it for other stuff. And then I'm not carrying it all around. Also, before I make that, I also need to look at range and see what's going to take for my crossbow. I'm going to need 6 more pieces of metal, and I can make my crossbow as well. Okay, so I'm going to make my pick first, because with that, I can get enough metal to make the crossbow. If I can find it, it's under melee. There it is. All right. Okay, I'm going to replace that. Stick that over there. I don't need it right now. We'll use it as an emergency backup. Throw all that stuff in there. I'm going to keep the stone arrows on me. Come over here. Grab these narcotics that have been brewing up. We got 18 so far. So I'm going to combine these 2 things to make my tranquilizer arrows. And I've still got 36 meat, so I'm going to get some more berries too so I can use the rest of that. This spoils, this little green bar here shows the spoil timer. So I want to use as much of this meat as possible to make as many trank arrows, because you're going to need quite a few for a triceratops. Matter of fact, what I use is an app on my phone called Dododex. And let's see here. Triceratops. So with Dododex, I don't know if you can see that, you can put the animal in you want to tame, and it tells you like how much food you're going to need to feed it based on, let's see, based on its level. So we'll check that Triceratops out here in a little bit and see. But I can also look and see, let's see, how many arrows I'm going to need. For level 72, I'm going to need 8 arrows. Actually, that's pretty easy. Just don't shoot it in the head, because you're not going to get good shots there on the head. Or shoot it in the hiney. Alright. So I need to get some more berries to make more narcotics. I do have how many? 18. Oh, well, I've got 18 arrows. Well, let's go see what level this is. While I'm breaking some rocks up, I can go see where that Triceratops went. He couldn't have gone far. He was over here. I mean, half this island is blocked off. Couldn't have possibly gone that far. Just pick some berries while I run. Oh, I hear him. Oh, that's a turtle. Let me get up here where I can see. Oh, now the turtle's stuck. Silly turtle. Trees are for kids. There's a dodo. He's going to give us more hide and meat. Eggs eventually. I'm going to catch some of those eventually to make eggs, to get eggs. Use that for our starter kibble. For some of the easier animals. Let you tame them faster. And with less food. Where did that Triceratops go? You gotta be kidding me. I don't see him anywhere. Maybe he went back the other way. I cannot believe he despawned, because while I'm in the game, that's just silly. That doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Let me break up this rock right here with my brand new metal pick. Come on, give me some metal. There we go. Give me another piece. There we go. Now I'm getting 2, 3 pieces. Oh, yeah. 4. Now we're cooking. So I think I said I needed 6 more pieces of metal to make the crossbow, which is going to work out to 12 ore that I need. I'm already getting super heavy. So we're going to head back. Put this stone away. We're going to save the stone that we're harvesting too. With a pick, by the way, you harvest when you're hitting a rock, you'll get more flint than stone. And if you use an axe, you'll get more stone than flint. So depending on which resource you want more of, use the appropriate tool. Pro tip number 1. I've got about 150 of those pro tips, so stay tuned. Let's see. Cannot believe that Triceratops just up and disappeared. He's got to be. He must have gone down to the south end of the island. We'll get him. We'll get him. Okay, there's 4 more pieces. That's going to give us total 6. I'm just going to need a few more pieces. Let me put this stone and stuff away. I really should try to remember not to sprint, because that actually uses up your water and food faster. Pro tip number 2. And right now, I don't have much food. I don't have a container to keep water in, so I keep having to run down to the ocean. So, it's best not to sprint in the early game. There he is. That's the guy we're looking for. Oh, man, look at that guy. He's going to be our friend. What level are you? Oh, my God, it's a level 290. Holy moly. I am playing on the highest difficulty setting. A typical official server is going to play on difficult setting 5, which your highest level dino is level 150. I'm playing on level 10, which means the highest dino level is twice of what it is on official servers, so they can get up to level 300. That is a near max Triceratops. If I got that Triceratops, oh my God, it would be awesome. Now, I wonder if I can get up on a rock. If I could get up on a rock and shoot it. I need to check my dodo decks, though, and see how many arrows I'm going to need for a 290. It just may be too much. I just may not be able to do it at this point. I would really need a rifle with tranquilizer darts to be more effective at that point. So for a 290... I would need 78 Mayho berries. That's the purple berries. They're the most efficient. Oh my gosh, complaining. Eat some food, dude. So I'm going to need 78 Mayho berries. It's going to take 35 minutes on my... I've got a ×5 taming speed on this server. So that's going to put it at 35 minutes to tame, so we can do other things during that time. And it's going to take 26 arrows. Not bad. So we're going to need 26 arrows to take him or her down. What are you? Good thing is Triceratops are typically that's a female. Okay, that's a big girl. So she's not going to bother you as long as you don't like go up and punch her in the nose or something. Then it's all over, game over for you, because unlike a cow with 2 big horns, a bull, that sucker's got 3. We don't want to mess with it right now. But it's going to be our pet, and it's going to help us harvest so much stuff here shortly. So I need to get lots of berries. I need to continue harvesting metal. I need some more metal. Just come down the south end of the peninsula to see if there's any metal nodes down here at all that we can use as a harvestable node. Also, the higher your melee rating, not only does it make you good at fighting, it actually allows you to harvest more stuff with every hit of your tool. So the better your tool is, the more stuff you get. and the better your melee rating is, the more stuff you get. So there's a little pro tip. So melee is something I always level up. A lot of my buddies that I play with say, I don't need to worry about melee because I'm using a gun. Well, great thing is my weapon of choice is a sword, because you know what? Usually, even in late game, when you're fighting something, it's on top of you. It's not far away. The only thing I use guns for is tranquilizing dinosaurs to tame them. If I'm going to fight something, I'm typically going to have a sword because it's already on top of me and I'm trying to, you know, save my life. Good thing with a sword versus a shotgun. I like shotguns, but a sword is better because, hey, guess what? You don't have to reload a sword. And you can hit pretty quick with them. An axe is not too bad as a backup weapon, but if you get yourself a good sword, you can. I've taken out T-Rexes with a sword because with my high-level character, because my melee is so high, and I've got an ascendant level sword. I can really take down some powerful dinos. Now that's something we could easily tame and use it for a ride. Level 48 Parasaur. I might tame that. That's a tech Parasaur. Tech versions of the animals, they've kind of been infused with the element, and it's kind of turned them into like robotic versions of their real selves. A Parasaur is not going to take many darts to take down, and they have a special ability. They can act as a radar and let you know when there's dangerous animals nearby. Problem with a Parasaur is that as soon as I hit it the first time, it's going to want to run away. They're runners. I'm going to need 9 berries to tame that. It's going to be really easy to tame. And I'm going to need 4 crossbow arrows to take it down. That's going to be an easy one. And it looks like he's stuck over there. So as soon as I get my crossbow, I've already got 18 arrows. I'm going to take him down. He'll help me harvest some berries, and that'll get me up to where I need to be to get the Triceratops. So I think that Parasaur is going to be our first ride. They can hang out at the base. This is a little Lystro. I refer to them as coaches. If you pet them around your other animals, they give your other animals boosted experience points, so they level your other animals up faster. So they're good to have around once you've got a few animals. This is an Oviraptor. They make a loud noise like they're dangerous, but they're not. Oviraptors actually are like the egg stealers, and you can actually put them with all of your female dinosaurs that are laying eggs, and it will force your females to lay eggs faster. Hey, melodying. I'm still live. Made it just in time. Got off work. How was work today? I'm actually on till about 4:30 today, so we've got another hour. You can go back and watch the first hour at your leisure if you want to see what you missed. But we're just getting started here. Okay, this Parasaur is stuck. I'm going to leave him there. I'm going to go make my crossbow. And we're going to come back and tame that Parasaur so we can use it for a ride. It's going to help us get around faster. We can go out to the mainland out there in the woods and harvest better stuff. And when something attacks us, we can hop on our Parasaur and run away. Okay, now I'm loaded down. That was a big load right there. That is a Pelagornis. It's an ancient version of a pelican. Those birds right there, if you tame them up, they can actually land on water like a duck. So you can ride them, put a saddle on them. They're big, huge things. Bigger than an albatross. And it can land in the water when you need to. And you can fish even from it. I just refer to them as shark bait, though, because you land on the water and shark's going to come up and eat you if you're not careful. That is going to be the second animal we tame right there. That is a Pteranodon. And the Pteranodon, it's going to be a flyer. It's going to help us get around the island much better. And it's going to help us catch a real flyer that we really want. And that is the RG, the giant eagle. Because the RG has lots of special abilities. They can pick up other animals. Makes it easier to tame other animals. They can carry really heavy loads. We can use them to go up to the mountains to mine special ores and fly them back. So it's going to be really good at transporting goods. The Argy and the Thylacoleo are probably two of my most favorite dinosaurs to tame in this game. Just because they're two of the most useful. The Thylacoleo, if you were to look that up on YouTube, there's videos of it. It was originally, it's a prehistoric animal from Australia, actually. It's a marsupial, and it's kind of like a bear cat. It was known as Australia's lion, and I'm not sure the exact time that it existed. I want to say it was near the Pliocene, which is right after the last big ice age, you know, after the Neanderthals and the Cro-Magnon, or during that time even, in the warmer parts of the world, or once the world started warming up. It's when all the giant sloths, the three-toed horse, all those animals were kind of running around on the planet. Alright, we got some more narco berries here. That's going to help us make the rest of the narcotics we need to make our tranquilizer arrows. So we can knock out that parasaur and that triceratops. I'm going to put this metal in my forge over here. So what you probably missed in the last hour is we've made this little area. This is going to be our main base here. This little round area is going to be a tower that goes up on top of that rock. And we're going to have another level of our base up there. Where the wood platforms are, we'll remove those eventually. And that's going to become a little area to park our dinosaurs. A little corral, if you will. We've made our forge, which we are cooking our metal up inside of. Did I not get any metal there? Am I losing my mind? Okay, I've got 2 metal ingot here. How many do I have here? I think I've got enough. That's 5. So I'm going to put these in here. And I want to make a crossbow. So I can make it. Awesome. And this is going to let us tame our first animal. One other thing I would love to make are some bolas, and then I could even get that pteranodon. Pteranodons will fly away. Where'd my hide? We did use all the hide, didn't we? We're going to have to go harvest hide. That's the part where you look away, kids. Let's put this in here. Put all the berries in here. Put all the seeds and stuff in here. I'm going to say those Mayho berries. I'm going to take these two because those are the best berries to tame with, just so you know. If all you've got are berries, Mayho berries are the ones you want to use. They tame the fastest. All the other berries, the red, the azul berries, the blueberries, and the yellow berries, they all are like second best. I need to get some water here because my guy won't stop complaining. So just go down, get a drink, come back up. I need some food. I think I've got some meat left in the fire here. Grab that. Yeah. Alright. Take that spoiled meat and we'll use that over here. And let's make the rest of these narcotics. Oh, it's already used them all. Okay. I'm going to take those narcotics. And I'm going to make some more arrows here. I'm going to eat some meat so my guy stops complaining. Even though this meat is all cooked, I'm going to let that wood burn because what I'm making as a byproduct is charcoal, and that's going to let me make gunpowder later on. I'm going to need loads of charcoal, so I just let that burn. I've got lots of wood over here stored up, and look at that. There's the shadow of a pteranodon. Oh, he's coming right to me. I just need some leather to make some bolas, and I can catch him. We knock him out. We tame him up, and we got our first ride. We'll get that parasaur too. Parasaur will help us get more berries. Okay, I'm coming over here to hunt some dodos because they're going to give me some hide and some meat. Oh, there's our first victim. I mean, dinner. Okay, now if you use your pick on an animal, you little thief. Okay, this is a Pegomastix, and they like to steal your stuff. Get back here. Give me my stuff. You give me it. I don't know what he stole, but it's mine. It's probably my narcotics. He's a little drug addict. There we go. I got him. What did he have? Oh, that little sucker. Give me my stuff. Jeez, why didn't he die? That was horrible. He didn't give me my stuff. What did he take? Oh, he took the narcotics. Maybe I used all that. No, he took what was left. Ah. Okay, what I do to prevent that, because there's a bunch of those run around, I'm going to take like 25 of these Mayho berries and stick them over here in my 0 slot. When they steal from you, they're going to take from that little 0 slot right there in the bottom first. So next time they steal from me, he's going to take those. And he's going to like them so much, he's going to be my friend. Yeah, rip. He stole my stuff. Alright, I've got 4 levels. I'm going to go ahead and increase my melee now. That will let me harvest more stuff, and I can kill stuff faster, so I'm not beating it to death. We'll be a little more humane in our hunting here. Where did the... I left the dodo sitting up here. Oh my god. Okay, back to where we were. If you use a pick, you're going to get more meat, less hide. If you use your axe, you're going to get more hide, less meat. Right now, I need the hide to make stuff. I've got enough meat, and I can always live on berries, too. So I'm going to use my axe to harvest this dodo. And I got 22 hide and 11 meat. If I'd used the pick, it would have been kind of reversed on those numbers. There's a few dodos run around here. I'm just going to get 2 or 3. Trilobite I will get meat out of, and chitin. I need chitin to make the saddle for the pteranodon, so I might as well harvest him up. And a pick will do more damage to him, I believe, right now, because it's a metal pick. There we go, it's dead. Give me that chitin. Oh, I hear another dodo. Hello, dodo. See? Much faster. You didn't even know what hit you. We'll make it fast. We'll make it fast. You'll respawn just like I do when I die. Don't worry. You only die for a little while. There we go. Awesome. Now we're going to come back here. Put the meat in the fire. Get it cooking up so we'll have some more food. Get out of my way, turtle. I'm stuck on the turtle. Oh, my lord. Can I get past him? There we go. Thank you. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, let's just conserve our energy a little bit. I'm running around like I'm level 100. Alright, I'm going to come over to the campfire, put all the raw meat in there, cook it up. Okay. I'm going to, let's see, what else did I harvest? Chitin. I'm just going to put the chitin in here for right now. I'll come back to that. I'm going to use half this hide. I want to make some bolas. Right there. So I'm going to need fiber and thatch to go along with it. So I'll grab a stack of each. I just want to make like, I don't know, I just need like 6 of these. I don't need a lot. They're heavy to carry, so. And now you will see my technique for catching a pteranodon. Now probably the pteranodons that just landed nearby probably are long gone now. Now that I'm ready to catch one. And as soon as I catch the pteranodon, I'm going to go get that parasaur too. And those 2 animals will help a lot with harvesting other stuff that we need. And getting prepared to kind of move up in the game technologically. It's all about the technology. Alright, get rid of this other stuff, put it away. I'm going to put my bolas down here. Put it in the number 4 slot. Did I make my crossbow? I did, and it's over here in the bench. Yeah. Okay, I want the crossbow in the number 4 slot. I'm going to load my tranquilizer arrows on it. So I drag those to here. Otherwise, it's going to use the regular arrows, and it's going to kill the creature instead of knocking it out. Alright. Very encouraging words. Yeah, I'm an encouraging guy. You know that. Let's see. Okay. We're looking for a pteranodon. So I'm just going to walk down here looking for a pteranodon. And as I go, oh, there's one right there. I wish I had a telescope so I could tell what level it is. Doesn't matter at this point. Levels really... Oh, hello. How are you? I'm going to remember you're here. But levels don't matter at first because you just need the animals to help you out. You're not looking to mate them and make high-level super mutated animals. That's what we do later in the game. I do just want to kind of take a peek at what level you are. What level are you? You're level 10. Oh my god, that's too low. There is such a thing as too low. He wouldn't be able to lift me up. He wouldn't have enough weight or strength to lift me up. There was another pteranodon down here. And I can... Oh, there's another Pegomastix. You see him? See him? Yeah, that little thief. Yeah, we're going to load up. You know what? Oh, no, that's a Dilo. So if you guys remember from Jurassic Park, there's two of them here. Dilos are the little dinosaurs that will open their frills around their neck. Where are you going? Just keeps on walking. Oh, he's going after that parasaur. They open their frills and then they spit at you. If you remember from Jurassic Park. Okay, they eat meat, so I don't have any meat, but there's a dodo over here. I'll just throw some meat on that little Dilo, and he's going to be my backpack. He'll be our first tame. Where did the dodo go? If you listen carefully, you can hear the plaintive cries of the dodo. Okay, we just went past the dodo because I'm back at base. Oh, there it is. We heard it. I hear you. I hear you, dodo. There you are. Hello, dodo. Okay, I need the meat, so I'm going to use my pick. And I'm going to run over here to the Dilo that I shot, tranquilized. I'm going to throw all that meat on him. If I can find him. That's the hard part. There's another dodo I hear. Okay. Oh, do you guys remember where it was? I think it was over here. He was over by this log, right? Oh dear, where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, right there. I was getting ready to show you a trick, but I didn't need to. I found him. Alright, so I'm just going to throw all this meat on him. If I go to the Dodo Dex on my phone and put in a Dilo for Dilophosaur, they just need, at level 100, how much meat are they going to need to eat? Apparently that much, because I just tamed them. So 6 pieces of meat, it looked like. 3 pieces. Okay, good. All right. I'm just... You guys have a name for him? Here, I'll show you what he looks like. What do we want to call him? Get the... Oh, are you level 10? Yeah, you're the level 10. So, cool thing with him is he has 57 weight, so he can carry, like, you know, my extra arrows or the hide. Yeah, carry the hide for me. You guys have a name for him? Yes, this is a fun game. Clarence said he has it on PlayStation 4. This, if you want to play on this server, you can play. It's always up. You can log into it anytime you want to play. You can either come help me with my base and tame animals with me, or you can go off to somewhere else in the island and start your own base. And then eventually we can work together to do other things. So, Strong Boy. That's his name. That sounds more like a description. PS4 player too. Oh, well, you and Clarence ought to just play together. Let's see. They do have PS4 servers that you can play on together. So, options, change name. No, that's not a name. Okay, we need a name. What are we going to name him? He will be a strong boy. He's going to be my backpack. What do you guys think? While you're doing that, I'm going to come over here and look something up. While you're coming up with a name. If I can turn the ads off, just get some background music set up, y'all. Hopefully that's not too loud. So we can crank it down just a little more. All right. Did we come up with a name? The rest is closed out. All right. Karloff. That sounds like a good name. All right. All right, Karloff. Let's go. Now, one thing I need to do, Karloff will attack anything that I attack right now by default, so I need to tell him not to attack things that I shoot at, because I'm going to be knocking him out, and I don't want him to kill it. We're going to come down here to the south end of the island, and he'll help defend me if I whistle at him. Get a drink of water, and I think that tech parasaur was down here at this end of the island. And that dolphin there jumped out of the water and died. Oh, there's a drop. That usually has crappy stuff in it. White ones. Let's see what's in it. We got some clothes. That's good, because I haven't made any shoes yet. So I can put some shoes on. Ooh, I can put my hat on. Put some gloves on. That'll give me a little extra protection. Karloff, you look like you could use a hat. Here, you know what? Can you? No, you can't wear a hat. Oh well. Sorry, buddy. I guess I'd get in the way of your head frills, wouldn't it? Alright, where did the parasaur go that was down here? That was stuck. Did he despawn? He didn't despawn. They don't despawn in this game. That's the thing. Yes. Karloff is loyal, royal, and strong. Right? Right. We're just looking... Oh, turtle. Now there is another pteranodon, and if he lands over here, if I come over here, you can see what level he is. Come over here and land, buddy. Sometimes they'll kind of... If you're in the area and you don't, like, go running at them, shooting at them, they'll land near you. He's just going to fly around for a little bit. Check the place out. They don't have a huge fear of... Where the... Okay, there he is. Look at that. Diving straight down. I would drop like a rock if I did that. What's this over here? Pelagornis. Ugh, I mean, they could get you around, but ugh. Pteranodons, I like them because they're small, and I can use them to catch the really big giant eagles called the Argentavis, or the Argies, we call them for short. So I'm going to need one of those eventually. Oh, there's the Parasaur down there. Looks like he got out of his little... He got out of the trees that he was stuck in. But that is a beautiful little Parasaur right there. It's my favorite color, too. Green. Okay. How many arrows did I say this was going to take? Like 4? Let me see what level he is. You are level 48. I think that's 4 arrows. I can take him down. Let me just check it real quick. Parasaur, level 48. So I'm using an app, which you can use too, no matter what version you're playing on, called Dodo Dex. And you can get it on your phone, or they have a web version you can use too. Just look up Dodo Dex. And you can put in whatever animal you're looking to tame. And it will tell you, for instance, the Parasaur is going to need 9 Mayho berries to tame it up. And it's going to take, I don't know, like 2 minutes to tame it. And I'm going to need 4 arrows. So 4 arrows is good. So what I'm going to use is a bolo, or bola. I'm going to bolo it. Boom. It's stuck. I've got its legs wrapped up. Can't go nowhere. Now headshots will also knock it out faster. So I'm going to do a couple headshots here. If I can get a couple more arrows in it, it should plop down. Boom! There we go. We got a ride. All right. So I'm just going to check its food level here and put it in my calculator because it'll give me an exact time. I need to kind of hang around the area just so nothing attacks it, but we're in such a safe area. The only thing I have to worry about are these little dilos coming up and eating it. So I'll just keep them tamed up. And I'll go ahead and harvest some metal while I'm here. And once it's tamed up, it can carry the metal back for me. So while we're taming this up, why don't you guys come up with a name for our Parasaur here? I've been playing ARK now for... Well, I've had ARK since the very beginning. I was on the beta. But it has really changed over the last few years. And I came back to playing it about 1.5 years ago. And I've been playing it solid now for the last 1.5 years. In the old days, it was really, really hard to be successful in this game. A buddy and I played for months, and I think we got to like level 20 in those months. And I think we only tamed like 1 animal. It was so difficult back then. Nowadays, it is much easier. Wow, this thing's ready to... Really? Yeah, I can tame it now. Just throw the berries on it. It's tame. Boom. And that was quick. So it's going to eat these berries up. I don't even have to go anywhere. I can just stand here. We'll get some of these rocks, take them back with us. What were we going to name this one? Come on. There you go. 2 more berries. 2 more. Come on. I think my clock is off. There you go. 1 more. That's 82%. It's 12%, so actually it's going to need 2 more berries. Because every berry is about 12%. So he'll tame up. While we're waiting, just kind of keep an eye out. What else can we tame? That's an Oviraptor. I don't want to tame it. Those are actually a pain to tame because you need to give them eggs, fertile eggs, and they'll grab the eggs and eat them. I can't tame them the same way I did the Parasaur or Karlov here. Yakima. Okay, that's what we're going to name it. Yakima. Boom. Yakima, level 71. Awesome. What's your weight? 624. Not bad. Yakima, he can carry some stuff for us. It is a he, by the way. I don't know if Yakima is a male or female or unisex name. Doesn't really matter. Okay, I think we're going to... Oh, what do I hear? Oh, it's Karloff, I hear. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get a little bit more metal so we can make our metal axe. And then we're going to use Yakima to get us some berries and thatch. And then we're going to get us a Pteranodon. Hopefully I can find a Pteranodon that is higher than level 10. We really need one that's like in the 40s or so to start off, at least. Max level on this is level 300. So, and as the server goes on, if you look in the top left corner, it's day 14. When it gets to be about day 100 in the game, the animals get higher and higher level as they spawn. And I see a Pteranodon over there. I don't know if he's level 10 or not, but you know what? Let's just practice on him. So we're going to get a bola. Boom. Got you. It's level 20. That's better. She can get us around anyway. Okay. Karloff, I need some of that meat, dude. Let me have some of that. I'll leave you with 6. You got something to snack on. Okay, let me check. Pteranodon, level 20. I think the taming speed is different on this than it is my other server. Pteranodon, that was a level 20, I said. It's going to need 3 meat. You got plenty there. And it's going to take 4 minutes to tame, approximately. What I need to look at is its food level is... Ooh, food level is 1560. A typical Pteranodon's food level of level 20 would be 2160, which means its food level's low. And when you see that, that's a good thing. That means one of the other attributes are higher, like the melee damage or the health even. So that's good to have on animals, is when their food is low, for most animals, when their food's low, that means their other stats are higher. So we're waiting for this number to get down to 1,475, and when it does, I'm going to throw the meat on it, and it's going to tame up just like that. This is what we call starve taming. You wait for the food level to go down, and then you throw the meat on it, and it tames up immediately. The advantage of that is, if I were to go ahead and put the food on it now, and it eats 1 piece of meat, it starts the taming process. And if I were to do any damage to it, if I accidentally punch it, if another animal comes by and bites it, even if I save it, it's going to lose taming effectiveness because of that, which means it won't get the maximum number of levels added onto it. This particular Pteranodon is level 20. It'll probably get 5, 10, or 15 levels added to it, so it'll be, you know, maybe a level 35 or 40, depending. And I want those levels, once it's tamed, to be as high as possible so that we can level up these stats some more. So it's able to carry me. Because its weight right now is 134. That's my weight. It can't even pick me up at this point, let alone a 20-pound saddle that's going to go on top of it. So I'm going to have to level up its weight over time. So I want as many levels added to this Pteranodon as possible, so I'm not going to feed it till the last minute. If it takes damage right now, it doesn't affect its taming effectiveness. So that's why we do starve timing. I'll just keep an eye on that. It's going to take about 3 minutes. It just has to go down to 1470 or so. So I'm going to break up some rocks. Come here, Yakima. I'm going to put this stuff on you so I can actually get around and give you some berries to eat. Don't eat all the purple ones. They're for our other friends. You can carry all this stuff. Look at that. Bam. Awesome. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and give you an extra point of health. Look at that. Look how happy Yakima is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you have some levels? Oh, you got 2 levels. I'm going to give you some weight too, so you can carry some more stuff for us. How's that make you feel? Oh, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. All right, let me break these rocks up over here. Yeah, so carnivores you tame with meat. Pteranodons are carnivores. And herbivores, like the parasaur here, they eat berries. And then there are some animals, like baryonyx and otters, that they need fish. So you just... And you kind of learn that as you go. You learn what animals need what. It's part of the game. It's just kind of... It's a very deep game. You can learn a whole lot about this. It teaches you a little bit of... I'm going to put the meat on Yakima because I know Yakima won't eat it. And you might be a little pig and eat it all. And we need some of that meat. You should be ready to go. Yeah. Down about 1450. Let me grab that meat right there. That should be enough to tame you up. And we're all going to go home. And now we need a name for our pteranodon here. What shall we name the pteranodon? It is a female, by the way, if that makes a difference. Could always name it Pat. It wouldn't matter, right? Alright. And it's going to get 9 levels when it tames up. It's got a 99.4% effectiveness. So it's going to get 9 levels. It's going to become level 29. So that's pretty cool. That'll give it a little additional weight and health. Okay, and look at that poop. That is huge. One more piece of meat. See, my taming is off because it didn't eat all the food immediately. So I gotta check out what the taming speed is on this server. It's not like my other server. I thought I had the same settings on it, but apparently I don't. Name it Alumni Discord server. Oh my God, Luke. I'll get you guys set up eventually. There's no rush right now, is there? You think it should be named Darla. That sounds like a good name to me. One more piece of meat, and it will be named so. How's it going, Luke? Paniruka. That's what the Japanese script there says anyway. You know, I thought I had a little bit of music playing in the background. And I can't hear it. Let me just make a little adjustment here if you guys don't mind. That's not what I wanted. Volume mixer, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, of course, it's all Google Chrome. Actually, if I bring that down a little bit, and then I can come over here. Bring this up a little bit. I wish YouTube had finer volume controls. They really need that. Is that too loud on the music, or does that sound okay? Kind of just waiting for college to start. Dude, you're going to be waiting for college to start, then you're going to be waiting for internships to start, and then you're going to be waiting for job to start, and then you're going to be waiting for vacation to start. Enjoy the day and every day for what it is. Do something until college starts. It'll be here before you know it. That is for sure. Okay, and we got to name it Darla. She's tamed up. It's not terrifying. I mean, it does seem terrifying when you're in 11th grade because it was terrifying to me. You can't hear the audio. I did just turn it up. Let me see. And of course, it just stopped. Can you hear that at all? I'm playing music right now, so let me know if you hear that or not. Slightly. Okay. Because that's really loud to me. I can bring it up just a little bit. Okay, how's that sound? I don't want it to be over top of me where you can't hear me. That's goof. I know, it is goofy. Alright, that'll work. Alright, we got Darla. Darla, you're going to follow me. I'll go make a saddle for you when we get home. But don't attack anything, please, until we get home. Alright, you guys ready to go? Let's hit it. We get like a parade. We need to go home and make saddles for these guys so we can ride around on them. Whoa! Crazy bird. Okay, you're entirely too close to me. I mean, I know I'm your friend and all, but getting too close. So how do you level up an animal? The same way you level yourself up. If you go out and just fly around on it, it'll get experience. If it gets in a fight with other things or defends itself, like a parasaur is not going to fight anything, but if it defends itself, runs away, they get experience, a little bit of experience over time. So there's lots of ways they level up. When you're on them, you'll have a little meter in the top right corner of the screen. And I have to adjust this volume on the music just a little bit because I can't hear myself. That's better. You'll have icons in the top right corner of the screen of your animal's health and everything. I'll show you here in a minute. Just like my stats are in the bottom right corner. Okay, there's a Dilo. That Dilo does not belong to me. He's going to try and attack me. And I think now is a good time to let you go to work. So I'm going to set you to attack what I attack. And I'm going to load my regular arrows on my crossbow. I don't want to tame this one. I just want to get rid of it. We can use its hide. Here he comes. Boom. Get him! Get him! Yeah, get him! And that'll give them some experience right there. Boom. And he just ate it. And if I look, he collected the meat and the hide for me. Is that awesome or what? Music's bumping. It's also royalty free. Alright. Oh, compies. These little suckers. Get them! Get them! Eat them! Eat them up! Get that one there. There you go. Good job. Oh, I got one on me. Get him! Get him, Karloff! Yeah. Now see, Karloff has now leveled up. So I'm also going to put a point into his melee damage. So he'll do a little more damage since he's going to be kind of my backup guy. He's my like fierce backpack. That's right. You're fierce. Alright. And you've leveled up. So I'm going to give you more weight so you can carry more stuff, including me. And you've probably leveled up. Yep, so I'm going to give you weight. Alright. Head back to base. Another parasaur would be great. Keep one at base as an alarm system. You're level 70, wow. It's going to take a few more darts to knock you out. I'll come back for you. Alright. Ganging up on everything. Well, I think they were trying to gang up on us. We just brought it. Alright. So, first thing I want to do is make a saddle for my Pteranodon so it will stop flying around my head. I know I'm going to need chitin and fiber and wood for that. I don't know what else. Oh my god, get out of the fire, you fool! You're going to burn up! Oh, God. That would have been the shortest lived pet ever. Well, not really ever. I've had them die faster. Alright, so I need to make a Pteranodon saddle. So I need to learn how to do that. So I go up here. Pteranodon. I gotta be level 38 for that. And what level am I? I'm level 35. I need 3 more levels. So guess what? You know what? I'm just going to tell him to land right there where you're at. Just land. Land. Go ahead, land. You'll figure it out. Okay, I'm going to make a saddle for my Parasaur. I know I can make that, because that's like the first saddle, one of the first saddles besides the turtle saddle and the Phomia saddle that you learn to make. The Phomia are like these giant pigs. They're actually like more related to the elephant, I think. They have it like a little bit of a snout. Okay, Parasaur saddle you learn at level 9. So I think I can make that by hand. No. Yes, right there. So I just need some hide. I need 80 hide. Oh my god, how many do you have? 85. Perfect. Alright, let's make that. And I leveled up. That makes us 36. 2 more levels. And I'll be able to make a saddle for the Pteranodon. Let's do melee. Boom. Boom. Oh, 2 levels. Bam. Nice. Alright. Put the saddle on you. Awesome. We got a saddle. Now I can hop on. And now we can ride around. Yeah. Now the cool thing with these, you know what? You stay there. I'm going to come over here. Now if I right click with my Parasaur, it'll ping. And notice that there's something, that red dot that point out that Oviraptor is something to keep an eye on. It can be dangerous. They don't attack you, but they'll steal your eggs and stuff like that. So if I run around with this, especially when I go over on the other side, if I right click occasionally, it's going to ping and it's going to tell me if anything dangerous in the area. It's going to show a little red dot. See, that dodo didn't show up because it's not dangerous. The Triceratops actually is not dangerous either unless you go punching it in the face. So I can come down through here and just, I can look for more Dilos or Compies running around and clear them out. Okay, so that's the great thing. Now the other thing I can do is if I look in my inventory, let me clear this out. Let me put all this stuff that's on it away. And I'll show you the advantage of having a pet. Oh, wait, we got to pause. All right, good to go. He had to drop a couple pounds back there. I will show you the advantage. Now, you can see where your other animal, your tamed animals are. You see those bouncing green arrows? You get those when you're close enough to them and you've pressed, on PC, you press the H button, and that gives you detailed HUD, okay? That will show you where your animals are. It gives you information in the top left corner as far as the time of day and what day it is on the server in the game. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put this metal that we've collected in the forge. So we want to make that axe. I'm going to take the metal off you. Actually, I'm just going to take everything off you. I'm going to leave those red berries for you to eat. And I can't move. I'm too heavy. So let me put some of this stuff back on you. What's heavy? Let me put the clothes on you. I don't need those right now. I'll just give you all the berries. Oh, I still can't move. What the? Oh, it's all that wood. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of this metal in here and cook it up. And just stick the wood and hide and stuff in the smithy. We'll use it to make stuff. Going to need it for that Pteranodon saddle eventually. Just put all this stuff here. The narco berries and the spoiled meat. Your meat goes bad over time, so 2 of my pieces of meat went bad. I put them in here, and I can use those now to make. Who's standing in the fire? Oh my God! Get out of the fire! Oh. They're not always smart. Alright, you stay there. Okay, so if we go in here... Oh, that's my map. Consumables, drugs, narcotics. I need some more berries. Okay, let me show you something. If I come over here and pick one bush, here's a sample of what I get off one bush. I get 3 or 4 berries of each kind. Narco berries and the Mayho berries are rarer, so I didn't even get Mayho berries that time. And I got 2 narco. And then I got 3 or 4 of the rest. And then I occasionally get seeds, and I got about 30 or 40 fiber. Now, let me show you what the parasaur will do. And this is probably one of the lower animals. Triceratops would gather even more, and a stego more than that, and a bronto even more than that. But herbivores, if you come up to bushes and left-click and attack them, do you see what I just got there on the left? So if I look, compare here, I got 3 yellow berries. My parasaur got 40. I got 4 blueberries. My parasaur on one bush got 50. 2 blackberries. It got 10. It got 20 Mayho berries. Those are what we use for taming. So it gets a lot more stuff than we do. So that's why you want animals. And we just come around. And I can even hit trees. And when I hit trees, I'll get some wood. This is a good way to harvest wood. Not a great way. It harvests more thatch, but I'll get thatch and wood off of it. So I come through here, get some berries going. Now I can get a lot of narco berries. Go through all these bushes. And now I can really get some narcotics going so we can catch that guy right there. Or that girl, I should say. That lady. Miss Red and Green. Because she not only will be able to do better harvesting than this parasaur, but she's got 3 horns and a shield on the front of her head. She will protect us from just about anything bad that comes on this peninsula. And the cool thing is, she's level 290. She's almost max level. So yeah, leave harvesting for the animals if you can. You're going to have to harvest some at the beginning just to get started. But this is why you want to tame animals. Animals will let you advance in the game. The herbivores, like I have here, will collect berries and wood and thatch. You get some carnivores. They'll collect hide and meat for you as they kill other animals and hunt other animals. They'll also protect you. So let me see what we've got here. I'm going to take these. Oh, look at all those berries now. I can make so much narcotics now. We're actually going to be short on spoiled meat now. So we're going to start working on that. So I'm going to put these in here. I've got 15. So let's just make what we can. I'm going to put all those in there. The rest of these berries I'm just going to stick over here for now. So here's another thing. These berries, my meat, it all goes bad over time. And I'm losing them little by little. So what I want to do is make a preserving bin. It's like an old style refrigerator. So I've actually got the blueprint for that, I believe. Do I? No. Okay, so let's learn it. So go to Ingram's. And we just type preserve. So P-R-E-S. And it's level 18. It's going to cost you 9 points. And I need fiber, stone, thatch, and wood to make one of those. So I've got enough stuff. I'm just going to make 2 because I'm going to need to. I'm going to need 1 for berries. And I'm going to need 1 for meat. Because I'm going to start collecting a lot of stuff now. Especially after we get ourselves our first real carnivore that we, or something we can attack other animals with and eat them. That little Dilophosaur is not really going to do it for us. So I'm going to craft up 2 preserving bins. And I'll show you how these work. These will preserve your food a whole lot longer. So once you start collecting a lot of meat, and that leveled me up just making those. So I'm going to put that into melee. To get started, I spread my points. First I put it into weight, and then I kind of spread it between melee and health. So I'm a stronger fighter, I can defend myself, and I can harvest more by hand when I need to. So these preserving bins, put them down on your belt somewhere, and then press that number. And actually, I'm going to put them over here on the stone, because this is where my main workshop's going to be eventually. So I'm just going to start putting stuff over here. Okay. Now to make these work, if I get, let me see, where's Karloff? Let me have some of your meat here, buddy. Let's take half of that for right now. So if you guys take a look here, the raw meat I've got on me, okay, this piece is spoiling right now, so it's going to turn bad because the timer just went to 0. So that's spoiled, and now a piece of meat, this piece of meat is now going to be 9 minutes and 49 seconds before the next piece spoils. All right? Now, what I can do is if I put it in this bin, if I take it and put it over here in the preserving bin, you'll see that it's still the same amount of time. Okay, so there's something else that has to go in here to make this preserving bin work. And that is the spark powder. So where I had some spark powder over here. All right? So this is spark powder, and you make it by taking flint and stone. So I take a stack of stone, stack of flint, put it in my mortar pestle, and then I can make spark powder. So I'm just going to right click and craft all those. And that's going to make me about 40 more. And then I take the spark powder and put it in the preserving bin. And right now, spark powder, it's not spoiling. It's good. You can just keep it in a cabinet. It's good. But when you put it in the preserving bin, it's actually going to start going bad. Okay? So it'll start using these up. It just used one. And you'll know it's working because you'll see your preserving bin have like some smoke coming out of it. So that's kind of a chemical way of preserving your meat. It's kind of like when we salt meat, for example. You don't salt it with table salt necessarily. You can salt it with like potassium nitrate, for example, or other types of stuff. I don't know that I would use potassium nitrate. That might be poisonous. But that's basically what spark powder is supposed to be. So this will preserve the meat. And now if you look at the timer, each piece of meat is going to last an hour and a half. So it's going to keep a lot longer. I can also make jerky in this bin, and jerky lasts even longer than cooked meat. So you'll be able to take it and run around with it a lot longer without it spoiling on you. So I'm going to put half of our meat in here to preserve it, so I can keep it for feeding animals like Karloff. And then I'm going to take about half this meat off Karloff because he won't eat all that. And I'm going to take this and split the entire stack. Because right now it's going to take 9.5 minutes for that first piece to go bad, and then there'll be 23 pieces left. I want them to all go bad at the same time because I want to make a bunch of spoiled meat so I can make more narcotics. So I'm going to split this entire stack, split all. Now they're all separated and they'll all go bad at the same time, and I'm going to have 25 pieces of bad meat. And that's going to let me make 25 narcotics. Okay? So you can do that too. You can purposely spoil your meat faster that way by splitting them up. If you leave them all stacked together, only one piece will go bad at a time, and then the next piece will start a new counter. Okay? So that's pro tip number 3. All right. I want to get some stone and work on my flooring here. And let me see what level I am. I'm level 38. Guess what I can make now? I can make the Pteranodon saddle. And I do need to take some meat. Do I have any meat cooked here? I do. Ooh, some spoiled meat too. Put spoiled meat in there. See, I've got the other spark powder I made. So I can put that in the preserving bin. I do not want to put spark powder in this other preserving bin because there's nothing in it. And if I put spark powder in there, it's going to start using the spark powder up. So I'm just going to stack the spark powder all in here. I got 100 now. Once I start using this bin for overflow, then I'll take half the spark powder out and put it over there. Okay, I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat a few pieces of meat. Put that down on my belt so I can get to it easy. And I got 3 more pieces of metal. Put that over here. Be able to make my axe with 7 pieces, a few more pieces, I think. 7, I think is what I need. But I think I can make the Pteranodon saddle. No, that's Procoptodon. I think I make the Pteranodon in my own inventory. I only want to show engrams that I know, so I'm hitting that button there. It's easier to find the stuff you're looking for. Oh, I gotta learn it. Go up here to engrams. Pteranodon. Boom. Now we can go flying. I need 230 hide, 75 chitin, and 125 fiber. I'm going to need a lot more hide. I've almost got enough chitin and fiber. And how much hide do you have, Karloff? Not nearly enough. Okay, we got 85 there. Was that all he had? Nope. Alright. Put the hide in there anyway. Okay, we got 111. How many did I say I needed? 125. So we need 13 more hide. We just need to kill a few dodos. Karloff, you're coming with me. Oh, man. You know what, Karloff? Ugh, I hate to do it to him. But you know what? I think we need to. We'll go get some dodos first. Come on, buddy. Pick it up. Alright. Are you over here? I'm gonna let you do the deed. Get it started. Go! Get him! There you go. Get that hide. I'll let Karloff do the majority of the work, and he'll level up a little faster, too, if he participates. That's right, it's hunting time. It's okay, they'll respawn, just like I do when I die. Man, if I could get that dolphin over there in the water, that'd give me a lot. Just, I think it probably jumped out of the water as a shark was attacking it and died in midair. What level are you? Level 40? I'm not messing with you. You kill me. Because I do not have... Oh! Oh, Compy! Get him, Karloff! Boom! Ah! Nice. Let's go over here. Are you the level 10? Because if I kill you, you'll respawn and make a higher level. Oh, you're level 80. Holy moly. We need to tame you. Oh. Now that's the Pteranodon I want to saddle on. The other one can just follow me around and carry stuff over long distance. So level 80. What am I going to need for him? We're going to catch him. We're going to need 6 raw meat. It's going to take 3 arrows is all I need. Oh, we're taking him down. You guys want to see me tame another one. Okay, let's get the bola out. Because that'll hold him down long enough to get 3 arrows in him. Boom. Got you, sucker. Boom. Come on now. Boom. One more, one more. Boom. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 don't kill him. Oh, my God. Oh, I forgot to set him to passive. And that is pro tip number 4. Good job, Karloff. How much hide did you get? Wow, he's got 111 meat and 45 hide. Good to go, man. Put some into weight and put some into melee. Okay. There'll be more Pteranodons. You did a good job, buddy. Come on, follow me. So, there's a whistle function. Have I ever played DayZ? Yes, I have. I used to like DayZ. It was actually a mod on, I think it was Arma 2 that I played it on. When the guy that made that mod made his own DayZ, like, standalone game, he stopped developing it. It's not, like, under development anymore. Left a lot of stuff unfinished, and the game actually was not as good as the mod was at the time. Oh, God, I could get you right now. What level are you? Level 100. Okay, you're not as high as the other one, but man, you'd be good to have. You know what? Let's set you to passive. I don't want you killing anything. Triceratops, you slow down. We're not going to hurt you right now. Not yet. Man, if... Oh, he's turning. He's going to get out of there. Dang. I need to build a cage to trap these guys in. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a cage here. Yeah, but I played DayZ. There's just a lot of other games I would prefer to play now. Like ARK. This is way better. For zombie games, one of my favorite zombie games to play, when I'm not playing this, I play 7 Days to Die. That's a good one. There's base building in that, just like ARK. There's you can make all your own weapons and stuff like that. You have to go and survive and find resources. You can go mine stuff, kind of like in this, or go, you know, search out houses and stuff and scavenge. So I like 7 Days to Die. And they're getting ready to come out with a new update for that soon, which will introduce a lot of new stuff. Need some water. Water. You know what, Karloff? Let me check your behavior. Let's change you to attack. Get that dodo for me, Karloff, right here. Oh, never mind. Go ahead and eat it. There you go. Good job. I need a drink. 7 Days to Die. Yeah, it's on Steam. Not sure if it's on Epic. It is on Steam. And it's fun. It's multiplayer. You can play with your friends. You can host like the game right on your computer, and your friends can connect in. You don't have to have a server. You can, but you don't have to. So it's a fun game. I like that. The Forest is kind of a survival game without all the crafting. I mean, there is some base building and stuff, but it's not as heavy on the crafting. It's just, it's a little freakier, scarier. You got like these mutant cannibals after you all the time. Green Hell is really cool. You're like trying to survive in the Amazon jungle. Some of the natives are like hunting you. There's like one tribe that like your girlfriend went in to talk to, and they didn't like what she had to say, and now you're trying to save her. And you got to survive in the jungle. You got to look out for, you know, all the bad things in the Amazon, like panthers, jaguars, or spiders and centipedes, and, you know, leeches, stuff like that. So all my meat just spoiled. So I got 24 spoiled meat. I'm going to use that to make some more narcotics. Keep making narcotics. Going to need it for a long time. Eventually we'll get to mid-game. Oop, I don't want to put that over there. We'll get to mid-game, and we'll have a chemistry bench that will be able to make this stuff really super duper fast with, and just make loads of it. Alright. Let's see, what else do you have on you? I'm going to take some of that meat. Okay, just leave you with a little bit. Take all that hide, and we're going to give you another level here. I'm going to put you in melee again. You're going to be a freaking beast, Karloff. That was a good name for you, I think. Put some of this meat here. I'm going to cook up some meat over here, so we have some to eat that's cooked. We have some raw that we're going to use to tame carnivores. Yeah, you've played that game to the extreme? I think they've already got the expansion out for... Oh, you're talking about the Forest? They're coming out with an expansion for it. That will be cool. They are working on Green Hell. They're actually working on making that VR too. And I think the Forest, I think it might work in VR too. ARK does not, by any means, work in VR, so that's the one downside. I'm hoping ARK 2, they'll make it to where you can at least play it in... But ARK 2 is going to look awesome because it's going to be using the new Unreal Engine 5. And if you've seen any videos on YouTube of people using that game engine to make stuff, oh my god, it is so realistic. It can make some really realistic scenery. I mean, this looks good. I mean, that definitely looks really good. But you can even see those trees in the distance look almost like watercolor where they're kind of blurred, the leaves. Unreal Engine, and this uses like Unreal Engine 2, I think. Unreal Engine 5 is just so far beyond this. It's going to look awesome. Yeah, ARK's sequel is supposed to come out next year. They've got one more free DLC coming out for ARK this fall. It'll be called The Lost Island. It'll be a free download map with 3 new dinosaurs. But next year, they're coming out with ARK 2. That's the one that, like, Vin Diesel is in. Yeah, Unreal Engine 5 is incredible. Okay. Dodo, you are just... You're, like, crazy brave, aren't you? Alright. I think we need to make that saddle now. So I need the chitin, the fiber, the hide. And what else did I need? Oh, I need 230 hide. Oh, wow. That was more than I thought. Okay, let me see. Where are we at? We have 108. I need 50 more hide. Well, you know what that means. Sit 'em. Are you going to eat them or not? Or are you just going to look at them? Don't play with your food. That's a little weird. A little weird why you did that. Well, you're not even spitting at anything. Come on. Too late. Is this turtle stuck? Oh, it's stuck. That might be... Wow, it's level 150. That thing's going to kill us. That thing can literally kill us. You know what I need to kill that? But it would be worth it, because I get a lot of meat and hide and chitin off of him. Keratin, actually. Same difference. Do I have any metal cooking? No. Need 2 pieces of ore to make 1 piece of metal. Weapons. Melee. Still need 5 more pieces of metal ingot. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to leave the turtle alone. That turtle will wreck us at a level 150, even if he's stuck. Because his neck is so long, you can't get in there to hit him without him hitting you first. Yes, I also love open world games. Open world, survival. I really like ARK because it also has the taming of the animals. And they all kind of get tamed a different way. On the Aberration server that I'm playing on with my friends, which is like the 3rd arc in the storyline that you get to after this. There are Reapers on that, Reaper Kings and Queens, and they're like the xenomorphs in Aliens movies. You know, the ones with the big tails and the claws. We've tamed a couple of those. You get implanted with a baby, the larva, and it grows in your chest, and then it bursts out of your chest, and you got to tame it up. So I've actually got 3 of those that I've done, and they're a little bit of a challenge to try and tame too. Let me put all this stuff over here. I've got 207 hide now, and this meat I'll stick in here. I don't know if Karloff got any. Where'd you go, dude? No hide. Okay, you can keep the meat. Alright, so let's go over here and find some more dodos. Where's Karloff? You coming? I definitely love open world games. In ARK, I mean, this, if you look at this map, this little peninsula is what I've been running back and forth on the left side of the map right here. And this entire book is the entire map, so it is a huge island. But this is one of the smallest arcs there are. The other arcs are even bigger than this. The newest one is like the new Lost Isles that's going to come up for the free DLC. It's supposed to be 150 square kilometers. And that's like 4 times the size of this one. You guys tell me like what the square kilometer size of Brevard is, and then we could compare that. If one of you could look it up, then we'd know like what a comparison of 150 square kilometers is. Just look up, you know, what's the square mile or square kilometers of Brevard County, Florida. Alright, we're looking for some more dodos over here. There's usually a few right up in here. It's a lot of running, and I can use the parasaur to start running around, but I'm just staying in my little area right here, right now. Once I start going out around the beach and up near that forest, I'm going to take my parasaur. I'm just looking for a few foot dodos, and oh, I heard a compy. There he is. Here we go. Come on, get in there. Boom! I'll help you. I got another one behind me. These are the little critters out of Jurassic Park where they kind of all attack that guy at the same time. He thought they were cute little baby dinosaurs. And they all ganged up on him. Tore him to pieces. They're like little piranhas. Yeah, that's a lot of running, but that's why you tame animals. You know, we got a pteranodon that'll get us around. You get the giant eagles. And in the next... Yeah, the next map, you get wyverns that you can fly around, and giant dragons. And they were awesome. And you can, I mean, you can get around the whole map with those. Easy. That's what we use a lot in our advanced game. Come on, Karloff. We're going to take all that hide back here and make a saddle for a pteranodon. Then I can get up in the air and show these guys what it really looks like. And then we'll be done for the day because it's almost 5 o'clock. And I accomplished what I said we were going to accomplish today. We got our first flyers and our first land dinos tamed, and we even got Karloff to boot a backpack. Man, you're really slow. Let me take some of that off of you and give you a little bit of weight. There you go. You'll be able to move her a little faster. I hear a freaking dodo. You know what? Let me get this rock. Get a couple pieces of metal out of that. Break this rock, get a couple pieces of metal out of it. Alright. You coming, Karloff? Alright. Bring me that hide. And put the meat in here. Put the spoiled meat in there too, it'll keep longer. Flint and metal, I'm going to put my metal in here. Flint and stone, I'm just going to stick in the bench for now. Storage. And let me have that hide, Karloff. Thank you, sir. Now we can make our saddle. So I need all that hide. Should have 230. Yep. Stack of fiber. Stack of wood. Stack of thatch. Now what do I need? Kite and keratin. That's what I need. There you go. Boom. Nice. Now with a pteranodon, we can catch a giant eagle. I just have to build a trap. And I'll show you guys how to do that next time. Oh, let's, you know what? You stay here. I want to set you to neutral, so if anything attacks you, you take him on. Otherwise, you stay right there. You know what? Stay there. Now where... There we go. There's Darla. Alright, Darla. Let's get you saddled up. Boom. Awesome. Let's hop on. I probably cannot fly, so she's leveled up just sitting here, so I'm going to put it all into weight. And with me on there, she weighs 83. So we can take off. Boom. Up, up, and away. Now we got a good view of where we're at. So there's our base. There's a little watering hole we're going to kind of build around. I'm going to build the base out through here. This is a little peninsula. And then that is the mainland there. Just fly down here. Now if you look in the top right corner, that's the little plus sign up there is the health. The little lightning bolt is the stamina, and she's already out of stamina. That's one of the first things you need to level up on these, are the stamina. Because when she gets out of stamina, she's going to land wherever she's at. And you don't want to do that when there's a bunch of saber-toothed tigers running around underneath of you. So, let me go in here. She's almost leveled up. I just need to fly around. Yeah, definitely going to be fun. Alright, so that's the whole peninsula that we're on. This is all pretty much a safe area, so this is a good place to start on the map. I think they rate it as a medium starting area, but it's actually easy. You might start over there on the mainland, so the first thing you want to do is get over here on this peninsula. Once you do that, you're good to go. This is a great place. There's all kinds of resources, rock and wood and bushes for berries. You've got everything you need to start here. The other great place to start on the map is down right there where you see the map kind of populated down at 90 and over 60. That little area there is the other starting south area. I think it's south 2. So that's a good area to start in too. All right. So we just have to get her, you know, fly around a little bit, get her leveled up so that, and if I can find a dodo for her to kill, that'll give her a little bit of experience. Not that she's a strong fighter, but she can kill a dodo. This one's strong dodo. Almost. There we go. There we go. Alright. So obviously she does not get as much hide off of stuff as Karloff does, but she got some meat, and more importantly, she got some experience. So I'm going to put that into stamina so she can fly further. For a good RG, their stamina can be upwards of 1,000 or so. So this won't get us very far before she runs out. So we have to stop and rest occasionally. You always want to try and rest on top of rocks like this, not on the ground. So if there's anything dangerous down there, it won't eat your butt. Because think of a pteranodon as kind of fragile. Okay, and that right there is the Triceratops we want to catch. That's our 290. I'm going to make a trap next time and catch it. And then we're going to make a trap to catch an RG too. I'm just going to go over here a little ways, explore just a little bit before we head out for the day. We got about 15 minutes. Yes, this is an awesome game. My friends and I have played through. Now, this is a server that's available for students to play on if you have PC or Xbox. Unfortunately, it's not compatible with PlayStation. But my friends and I have some other servers that they play on. And we've gone through the island and defeated all the bosses on this. We went to Scorched Earth, defeated the bosses on that. Then we went to Aberration, and we're there right now, and we're getting ready to fight the bosses on that. And then we'll move on to Extinction, which is down on Earth. I basically went over with Clarence at the beginning of the video, like the storyline and how they all fit in together. So if you want to learn about that, just go back and watch this video over when it gets posted. So we'll just go up the coast here, look around. What I'm really looking for, what I'd really like to find, even though I can't carry it on this bird, is some good metal. And I'm just kind of learning the lay of the land. I'm seeing what animals are nearby that I can tame. So this is what you would want to do when you start off and you get your first flyer. You know, don't plan on going very far, because this is going to happen. Your pteranodon is going to keep landing every 30 seconds. But the more you fly around on her, the more you guys are going to level up together. So I've already got 2 levels here. I'm going to put 1 point into melee. I'm going to put 1 point into health. Alright, I'm level 40 now. Let me see what kind of cool things I can make. So, if I come down here, what I'm really looking for is to be able to make stone. I can make stone now, because I'm making foundations for that. I can now make my ghillie stuff. That armor is really good for taming certain animals where you got to kind of hide and sneak up behind them. You be on tonight learning? Awesome. And you can make more saddles as you go. Beelzebufo, that is the frogs. And the Uranio, that is the spiders. You're probably never going to tame a spider. Number 1, they're not very useful for a lot. Number 2, they're hard to get because they're down in the caves typically, and a lot of the animals in the caves, you can't even tame them in the caves. So you don't want to just go and learn every engram for your level. You're only going to pick and choose the ones you absolutely need. You get a certain number of points, and the points you get by the time you're level 100, where you get maxed up for a beginner level, you're not going to have enough points to learn everything. So you need to pick and choose the things that you need to use. And it's helpful to play with a few other people. So, oh, I'm getting attacked. It's helpful to play with a few other people so that some of you can make certain things like saddles, and other people can make like equipment for manufacturing, and other people can make tools. So each person kind of becomes, you know, useful in the group. So that was a Sarco that attacked me. A little gator right there. I don't know what level he is. I'm not going to get close enough to find out. So there are Sarcos down here. And we will come back and hunt them because they will give us a lot of hide. And you can make those pets even. You can tame those too. Knock them out, feed them meat. Yes, this game is very deep. I've been playing for a year and a half now, and I'm only on the 3rd map. And there's 5 maps in the kind of the storyline. So yes, it's very deep, and that's what I really like about it. I have not got bored of it yet. Because by the time you're like, okay, I'm kind of getting bored of this island. I've tamed all the different animals on here that I want to tame. Kind of built a base, and now it's kind of getting boring. Well, that's when you go do the boss battle, or you go in the caves to find the artifacts to do the boss battle, to unlock it. And then after you do the boss battle, you ascend, basically. If you look at my wrist, I have the map there. But if I get off and pull out, can you see it there? No, where's my wrist at? Can you see my wrist? My glove's on. So if you look at my wrist, you see right here this little implant in it. That implant is what brings up these menus. It allows you to do your crafting and remember your recipes and stuff. And what that does is when you defeat the bosses, you ascend, and that little implant gets boosted up. It lets you gain more levels. You can actually go beyond max level of 100. You can get up to the true maximum in this game is level 180. So you can keep on going, and then you defeat the bosses and you ascend and you move to the next map. And then there's usually new dinosaurs on the new map. It's all new terrain. You have to kind of start from the beginning surviving. You can bring dinos, upload dinos. If you see that big obelisk in the distance, the big red obelisk, you can go to that, or one of the other ones, the blue or green, and use the terminal there and upload yourself and your dino and a certain number of items and transfer to another ARK. And then you continue your adventures there. Alright, so Darla can level up one more time. I'm going to give her some more stamina. I'm not going to worry much about weight. As long as she can carry me and a few items, that's all I carry about for her weight. Because she's not going to be like a transporter bird for me. I'm going to leave that up to the RG that I catch. But Darla's going to help me catch the RG. That's what I need her for. Okay, I'm going to put this extra cooked meat in the preserving bin. So I might not be on for a day or two. So I'm going to put all my meat over there except for just a few pieces. Just enough to get around on. Alright. And normally I would build some sort of corral or pen to protect my animals, but this is a pretty safe place. If I leave Boris here on neutral, and I'll go ahead and put you on, I don't want to neuter you, dear Lord. Behavior. Put you on neutral. And I'm going to put you on, I'll just leave you on passive. The other two will protect you. They'll be fine for a while. 4 pieces of metal. Can I make my axe before I leave? Yes, I can. Oh, I need one more ingot. Are you kidding me? Alright, we're going to solve that problem real quick before we finish. This is our last task of the day. We want metal tools before we leave. And at least 2 dinos, a flying dino and a ground dino tamed. We got that. Okay, that's going to be the one more piece of metal I need. I'll throw a little extra meat on you. Oh, you know what I should do? I'll just throw some extra meat on you. You'll be fine for now. Give you half of this. I'll just need to log in tomorrow and check on you guys. Make sure you have enough food. This will last you till tomorrow. You'll be good. I promise. Alright. That in there. And then make sure you got some berries. Oh, you got all kinds of berries. You're good. Yeah, you know it, too. You don't need those stem berries. That's just going to make you poop. Like, really bad. Okay, I'm going to save these mayho berries. We're going to use those for taming. Those are not for snacking. I'll take all these berries out of here if I can walk with them. Can I walk? Oh, too heavy! Put that in there. I'm actually going to wear those gloves. Thank you very much. Keep me a little warmer. Then there, then there, then there. I'm just putting this stuff over here for now. I just want to put all these berries in this preserving bin with the meat so they last longer. So when I log back in, I'll have some berries left that I can still use. And I don't need the arrows in there. That's fine. Alright. That'll make all that stuff last longer. I'm just going to let this wood burn because I want to make a bunch of charcoal anyway. Here's my extra piece of metal. Should now be able to make my axe. Boom! Alright. Put that down there and place my stone axe. I'll remove my skin. Use my cool looking Santiago skin on there. This stone axe I'll just throw over there. I don't need it right now. And I need some water. Alright. Just so you know, there's a little symbol down the bottom right corner of my screen called cold. And when you're cold, you're going to go through more food faster. So you'll need to eat more often. If you're freezing, you'll not only need to eat more food, but you'll also start losing hit points. You'll start dying. So keep an eye on that if that snowflake turned to an ice cube. If you go back to my video, you'll see where we flew up there. It was cold. It was freezing up there. If you're too warm, you'll get a little flame symbol, and that means you're using your water faster. And if it's a big flame symbol, that means you're burning up and you're going to die of heat exhaustion. So you'll start losing hit points on top of that. And that's about it for the night. The last pro tip is when you log out, if you lay on a bed, you'll go through food and water much more slowly, and you won't be as hungry when you wake up. All right. Little pro tip also is once I log out, if no one else is logged into this area, everything kind of pauses, so you don't have to worry about your animals getting attacked. Unless somebody else were to log in the game, come over here and walk around, and then, you know, the creatures would start walking around as normal, and, you know, there's possibility for a Sarco to come up. But while I'm logged out, if no one else is here, this kind of is on pause, this little area, this chunk of the game. Alright, so I'm going to exit out here. We have about 7 minutes, and I'm just going to show you guys a quick video about the ARK 2 coming up, because you guys were kind of asking about that. So I'll show you the trailer for that so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. Vin Diesel's actually playing like the main character in the storyline for it. And it's pretty cool because he's actually working with the company to develop the game. He's actually the vice president of design for the game for ARK 2. So it's very cool. So we'll just watch along on this. That's right. And check this out. So this is ARK 2 that's supposed to come out next year. Now, granted, take that with a grain of salt. I always I think it's going to be like 2 years before it comes out. But they're saying it's going to be ready next summer. So, never know. These developers are pretty good. This is ARK 2. Let's turn. Oh, look out. So this is something new that ARK 2 is going to have. They're going to have NPCs that kind of, you know, throw a wrench in things. So this is another thing. You're going to have like, they're kind of like orcs. I don't know what they're called, but whatever they are, this is where the Genesis 2 ship has found a planet to populate. They've moved to this planet, but there's other beings living there, and that's what's going on here. So we'll let it play the rest of the way. Better run, girl!
Lights out, old friend.
It's like new variations of the Pteranodons. I can't wait for that. That'll be cool. Yes, graphics are going to be awesome. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. I plan on being on tomorrow about the same time. If you guys want to let me know, there is a poll on Google Classroom. If you want to go on there and let me know what times of the day and what days of the week are best for you, I'll try and tailor it to that. Otherwise, be sure to check back on my channel and subscribe and hit the little bell thing so you know when I post, and you can just go back and watch the videos whenever you want. Otherwise, you guys have an excellent day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.